Welcome back to Win by Two. It is March something or other.
I want to be an American idiot.
Oh, mission accomplished.
Is that the mission accomplished?
That's Mission Impossible.
Oh, then that makes more sense.
No, it doesn't, because you're an American idiot.
I'm not American. I mean, I guess I am.
And that's his attempt at proving me correct.
And we're back
So,
to the tennis stall.
what's going on in the volleyball world on March 6th?
March 6th.
Okay. You just got back from Houston.
No, today's not March 6th.
What is it?
Today is March.
Well, no, when this comes out, it'll be March at night.
Well, it depends on Chino.
Yeah, if Chino gets his job right.
So if Chino does it correctly, then the day today will be, this is like Back to the Future. Ooh, gotta get Back to the Future. Gotta get back in time. March 9th. So, March 9th.
You just got back from Hutan, where your old stomping grounds.
Oh, yeah.
Your origin story.
We stomped a mud hole.
You you were at the tour finals. I was not there.
Yeah. You might have been lucky.
Spoiler
I'll tell you this. So,
alert.
the
we're about to make some people not happy.
yeah,
All right, you tell me, man.
the tour was.
You finished fourth.
No, let's not talk.
Top
about
four. 15-13 to go to the finals. That's okay.
that. No, that's not true.
It's not true that it's not okay.
Both. Sorry, I'm bringing up the results so I can show everybody let everybody know how the diversity. Like it's usually North Texas heavy.
Sorry, 17-15 to go to the finals. My bad, bro.
I know.
17-15 to go to the finals to the eventual champion, and then your kids were spent and didn't play their best in the third place match. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is.
Yeah, that was good.
They
Premier had a decent weekend.
They played well. Kids
4
played
teams
well.
are still without their best players, or I'm saying their outsides.
Yeah,
both outsides are out still.
they
played well.
They had an interesting day. So I'll recap my visit, my trip.
Please do.
So first off, I'm in a car for 4 hours with Chino.
Okay, so you smell.
So it was bad. It did kind of smell in there. Chino said it smelled like dog food. So
That's because it's Chino.
I was like, man, Ray.
Shout out to Rebel.
So 4 hours with Chino, so that wasn't great.
He probably slept for half the time, or he either slept or screamed the entire time.
No, it was actually kind of peaceful.
Lies.
We listened to some jams.
Lies. Continue. 4 hours with Chino.
Get to Houston,
Yep.
check in. Everything's great. Hotel's great. We
Good.
didn't
Good.
use AES. We got our own rooms.
Well, that explains a lot.
That way we could stay downtown as opposed to 40 minutes away.
Right. Okay.
Every hotel that is within a mile of the convention center,
Right.
the cheapest valet parking was $27 a day.
Per day. Well, that's life in America, sir.
Well, yeah, they make you stay at this hotel,
Yeah.
and you got to pay all
Yeah.
this money, or drive,
It's a good racket.
and then park. So I guess they're doing the right thing. It makes sense. Like, well, you're gonna have to pay for parking if you drive, and that's gonna be $20 a day.
Sure.
This way you don't have to drive, gas. Okay, so it was just an eye opener. It was like, whoa, it's how much?
Right.
But it's a wash. Move forward. We get into the gym.
Okay.
What they've done with the George R. Brown Convention Center is spectacular.
Really? What's
You would
different?
not believe. I was shocked. It completely different.
Really?
The little greenbelt area they have out front is now redone. They've got all kinds of stuff here and there. It looks really, really nice. There's 2 hotels that anchor to it now. There used to be just the Hilton,
one,
and
right.
now there's a Marriott Marquis with this giant Texas-shaped lazy river that floats around in the
that's
back,
cool.
which was pretty sweet. But then the convention center itself has a Pappadeaux's inside now, a McAllister's, a barbecue place. Like they've put some stuff
I'm sorry, but I love me some Pappadeaux's.
in. Yeah,
I'm all about some Pappadeaux's.
it was there.
I'm all about some gator bites. And
Oh
some
yeah, it was there.
lobster bisque.
And then we have stock in McAllister, so we had to eat there for lunch.
Yeah, you definitely do.
But that was really, really nice, And then inside the convention center, not a lot of food options. So I did hear people complain, man, there's nowhere to get food. And I'm like, you're in a sandwich shop.
Right.
Unfortunately, everybody was in,
Yeah, that's going to be.
You stand in line. Yeah, you stand in line for, I think I stood in line for 12 minutes, I think it was. Got my food, sat down, got my food within 5 minutes. Side note, I was with my crew.
Yeah, your entourage.
And Chino, Amy, and Robert
and Turtle.
They leave.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're like, I ain't waiting in that line. I ain't got time for this. I said, I'll wait.
Was that Amy?
Yes. I said, I'll wait in line. You guys go do whatever you need to do. So I'm standing in line and they go do whatever they need to do. They come back in, they sit down. I still stand in line because, I'm a stand-up guy. Finally get through and I hear them laughing. Jeff's going to be so and I'm like, what? And they're like, blah, blah, blah. After I said, if you guys are in a rush, why don't you go ahead and order online and then you get it to go and go. So what did they do?
They went and ordered it online.
Yeah. And left me standing in line by myself.
Didn't ask you what you wanted.
Oh, no.
Didn't say, hey, Jeff, do you want a smoky pepper jack sandwich?
My idea.
With a side of tortilla soup?
Yeah.
And maybe a children's grilled cheese and a sweet tea?
No.
Green sweet tea. Or green unsweet tea.
Yeah. Well, they don't make it anymore, but yeah.
That's a shame.
But no, didn't ask.
I would have even had to ask.
My idea, I stood in line and waited for the group. They ordered their food.
There might be some positions open at Dallas Premier.
We all sit down and they're like,
we maybe
they're like laughing.
Yeah,
thinking it's
they're
funny.
laughing now.
Guess who got their food first?
Oh, did somebody get to the line before the to-go order came up?
I was done with my meal before they got there.
Oh, somebody had the last laugh.
And I usually would wait and let the group get their meal.
Oh, whoa, sir. Sir.
That's right. I was number one. I got my food first.
Wow, that was brag. I was shocked by your braggadocio.
So
I don't know why we blurred out the initial indicator that you're number one.
Oh, we got to be like a little bit on the edge.
Okay,
but not go over.
Yeah, but all you did was say you were number one.
I know. But you set it up for.
I got you. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So yeah, so we eat. We're done. We go. It was awesome. Go inside.
Yeah.
I've been coaching for a long time. Walk into the convention center.
Wait, that day or like in general?
Right after. In general. Walk in. I swear it was a closet. I swear they put us in a closet.
You mean the whole tournament?
The whole tournament. But it's only like
in the whole convention center?
It's only like 15 courts. So it was snug as a bug.
In the whole convention?
In a rug.
15 courts will fit in the convention center, sir.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They didn't.
Oh, you're saying it wasn't the whole convention center. See, I wasn't there. You got to tell me. We weren't there.
It was a square. A little box.
So it was just one hall.
You walk in, court. No walking space between courts.
Oh, you mean where's like, oh.
There was a walkway around the courts, hardly any space in between. Because you know how they back the chairs up.
Sure.
The parents stand there, film, all that stuff.
Like they didn't. Heaven forbid you get anywhere near a court that's got a good match going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No room. So that was the first knock. I was like, holy crap, this is small. Like, it doesn't feel like a final of an event that's.
But it did feel. I mean, it felt packed, but it was like, yeah, right.
Then I look around, and half of the courts are 12s. So first off, shame on me. I didn't know that the 12s were the tour, but I certainly I would have thought that you would have, since the 12s nets have to be raised and lowered and different balls and all, there was one outlying site for the 13s and the 18s.
Why not make the outlying site for the 12s
and the 13s, the youngies?
I mean, it might have been the number of courts, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look. I mean, there's reasons that's possible, but yeah. I mean, I'm with you. Common sense would say.
Well, the college coaches are still looking at 18s.
Yeah, well, we had a couple who got emails this weekend.
And 15, awesome. Yeah. But why, I mean, I don't know. And that was a complaint the college coaches had. They're like, now we got to drive here 40 minutes to this other location.
Sure. But they're going to do it.
Pay for parking. It's like,
yeah.
I was like, well, okay. Well,
super convenient.
No. Then I look around and notice that on the ref stands, all the up refs And again, 15 courts, I think it was.
So we're probably talking about
there were 5
20 refs.
There were 5 officials that I'd recognized.
Well, you've been doing this a while, so that's saying something.
One was our boy, Elias.
I like him.
Pete Houck.
Shout out Pete Houck.
Yep. Family of the program.
Yep. Daughter played first coach for us.
The mole guy that no one likes. The other young guy that's like Elias, but he's a little bit taller, but he's still young.
Yeah.
He speaks a lot of Spanish.
Yeah, I know.
Or Portuguese. I don't know if he's Brazilian or what, but he's also pretty good.
Yeah, he's good.
And then was there one more from our region? Maybe one more from our region that I recognize. And then from the Lone Star region that I recognize, there's one guy, and I always forget his name, Brian, I think. He's like a national, like he's a high level.
Nationally ranked,
And then there's the little bald Asian guy who he's really good too. I love him.
Jeff's really good with names.
I don't know his name, but he's really good. I walk in, TAV 14 Black, Joe Jablonski's team is playing.
Okay.
Match start. It started.
You're just watching.
Just watching.
I'm surprised you got Joe's name right, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's Joe Jablonski. Walk in.
You don't know anybody else's name.
He's playing.
Right.
It's a good match.
Sure.
I think it's 3-3, 4-4. It's something.
Okay.
It's pretty close.
Sure, it's the tour.
This kid butchers the ball. And Joe's like, very. If you know Joe, you know that he's not like a fire starter. He's not like, come on, like some of us. He's just,
you stupid blind ref.
Yeah, he stood up and he was like, is that a double?
Like, sure it's not? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And the up ref is like, immediately shuts him down.
Okay.
Sit down.
All
and,
right.
And Joe's like, what?
Right.
Like, they play on. Their girl gets the net on the other side.
By the way, is that a huge deal? No, but check our video on what makes a good ref, and you'll see that being a little bit patient, especially with people who aren't being dramatic.
Well, and especially the first match of the day.
Come on,
calm
it down.
And he didn't. Yeah, he just like, did the side.
Right.
Is that, They missed the net. They hit a ball outside the antenna. Joe looks at the down ref and says, did you see that? The down ref puts his hand in his pocket immediately and does the whole, well, you want to talk to me? I got a call.
I'm quick draw McGraw.
You don't want this.
Me, y'all get them new boys.
Guy had to be 70.
Well, that's how he knows the reference to Roscoe Pico Train.
Has anyone seen Adam Sandler 8 Crazy Nights?
I don't think Adam Sandler has seen Adam Sandler's 8.
There's a little guy. There's a referee.
The guy who filmed it didn't see that movie.
He's a little old man, and he's like this sweet little old man. But he's like, "Oh, Adam, you gotta
seen
go
the worst movie?
Whoa! Don't even think of coming on this floor."
Let's check it out. 8 Crazy Nights.
Don't.
This guy
do that.
Looked like that cartoon character. Little old guy, bald on top, white hair. He's an old guy. The guy's walking. The fastest thing this guy did was put his hand in the pocket. No lie.
It was quick though, right?
Quick. And Joe's like,
it was like the Waco Kid.
Joe's like, what? Wait, what? Like, I just asked you a question. And he pushes him away. Sit down, coach.
With his hand in his pocket? Because that'd have been cool.
No, other hand. Well, it might have been.
Like, but get away.
Yeah.
I got it right here.
Freeze! No. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure. I do not recall.
Gosh. We need to work on getting someone to animate these stories while we're telling them.
That would be great.
That'd be so good.
But yeah, so Joe, he just sits down and he's whatever. The play continues. 10 all, 12 all, a little bit further down.
Not much further
down. Ball comes over to TAV side. Other team hits a pretty good ball. It's a digs kind of out of system. Setter's running, makes a great play. The kid has to reach outside the antenna to save it.
To bring it back, sure.
4-4, easy, no contest. Everybody on the other side, and I want to say it was Excel's parents, were like, "Out! That ball's out! That ball's out!" Yeah, and the line judge is sitting there. And she goes, "No."
Right.
Shakes her head.
Adamant.
Shakes her head like
14-year-old kids. Like,
no,
I'm sure.
No. Play continues, goes on. Oh, come on, ref, play. He didn't put his hand in the pocket to the parents for screaming at him.
Right.
Play goes on. TAV wins the point. Excel calls timeout. This man on the ref stand, this grown man
on the ref stand, screams,
no exaggeration, "Hey, girl! Hey, Hey, girl, line judge,
What?
watch the antenna. And she's like this. What? Hey, the antenna. She goes, it was in.
Well, how about
Well, yeah, you would think. Courtesy. You would think, hey, let's do this. Call both line judges in so that you're not singling out.
right?
one.
Yeah.
She's just standing there. It was in. A couple of parents behind her, like, both teams, by the way. There was Excel parents behind her and TAV parents behind her. And they were both like, no, you're doing okay, baby. You're good. That's the right call. Right. You saw it.
Come on.
And the ref tells it had to be the parents. Hey, don't talk to the line judge. I'm not kidding. I have never seen this man before in my life. Ever.
So your point, A, great story. B, your point is maybe not the cream of the crop.
Tour finals.
Yeah.
I continue to witness amazingness.
Buckle up. Here we go.
The refing, aside from the people that I talked about, was atrocious.
So it was booking. It was like these are the people we know that have done it and doing a good job.
And those people were up reffing upwards of 8 matches in a row.
Sure.
No up down, no up
so
off.
There weren't 20 refs for 15 courts. There was probably
there was 30. I was told 33 refs total.
So but they were doing R1 and R2 for 15 courts.
For some of them.
For most of them, for the golds, right?
They should have been doing it for all because that's what it says provided.
But for every division?
Yeah, but because they were shorthanded.
Why were they shorthanded?
I don't know. I don't know what event.
There were only 2 18s qualifiers last weekend.
I don't know where half the Lone Star refs were.
Maybe there was something in the Lone Star region. Maybe there was like a Houston, but they wouldn't have done that on the same weekend as a tour.
Where
was cross court that weekend?
I mean, they don't care.
No, cross court is next weekend, right?
I don't know.
But
I don't think they care. I mean, I don't think their region's like our region where they're like, no, these are protected. We got to have our best officials. They're like, hey, you want to run a business, run your business. You want to run a tournament, run a tournament. You want to pay the refs more? Go for it. Bad refs. I'm sitting on a court, and this woman behind us is like, and Chino was sitting next to me because we're watching our 14s. And this old lady, she's coaching for another club. She turns around and she's like, what? What? And she's loud. She stands up and the ref says, you need to tell her to tuck her shirt in because she's getting net. And the lady says,
shirt can't get net.
The lady says she doesn't have to tuck her shirt in.
Right.
And she says, yes, she does. And the coach says, no, she doesn't. And the down ref reached into her pocket. And the lady said, you've got to be kidding me. This was 12s. Like, if you're going to put your worst officials, like lower level officials, you would put them at 12s because it's not a high impact, not fast paced.
Sure. Easier to watch.
But you're going to card a coach because she won't listen to you?
About something she has no authority to mandate, right?
Floored.
Floored.
Moving on.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, yeah, there's more.
Oh, good. I was getting bored.
The 8 a.m. matches the following day?
Yeah.
2 started at 7:45.
Yeah, I mean, that's a trend right now.
I hear parents complain more often than about that than anything else.
But coaches are to blame for that. All you have to do is stand up for yourself and say, we're not starting until 8.
Right. Well, I don't think they should be pressuring them to try to start.
They shouldn't stop. They can pressure me all they want. I'm not starting at 8.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 7:45.
But parents were like, we missed the first set, the whole entire first set. Yeah. We got here at 8 o'clock. It was over.
Sure. Which means they're calling for captains at 7:35. Or no, calling for captains.
No, they're not.
At 7:30.
They're only giving them a 4 minutes. They're not giving them a full,
That's terrible.
It's bad. We have to ref a match. Sorry, I'll get to that in a second. We're playing our match on day 1. So we didn't start until 7. So we ref at 6, play at 7. Our court was on time. All the other courts in our little thing were off.
Sure.
Trying to figure out
That's because you're beating everybody in 2.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, when you do that. When you win by 2 and beat in 2, then
yeah. We didn't win by 3.
You're gonna be
But I said, what's going on? One of the refs comes over and says, well, they didn't have any work teams assigned on AES for the 4 o'clock matches. So teams left.
Wait, hold on. The tournament should be formatted long before you get to the. How do you not have work teams in there?
Well, I'm not a genius by any means.
That's so true.
I'm above that, but
no, that would be by some means.
How do you not have a? I mean, the program is.
No, yeah. Well, you plug it in. So like the scheduler should be going in and saying, okay, this is how the tournament's going to flow. Like that's the scheduler's job.
Yeah.
To have it scheduled all the way out. It should not be contingent on anything. Now, who fills in those spots is contingent on who wins and loses, but
yeah,
it shouldn't be contingent on if we have a work team.
Right. And I was not a part of that.
I mean, unless they deliver. Was this 4 o'clock on the last day?
No, day 1. I think
I was about to say if they were like allowing people to go home early or something.
No, I think it was the cross between age groups.
It just got missed. That's whew.
And to make, further that, there were people who played their 7 o'clock matches or their 8 o'clock matches.
8 p.m. matches?
Yeah, 8 p.m. At what time did he tell me? One of them said they started at 9.
So you're out of there at 10. You got to come back the next morning, maybe
7 a.m.
and play at 7:45.
Play at 7:45.
Yeah,
crazy. And 2 of the refs I spoke to said they literally up-reffed.
And maybe that's why they didn't have refs.
6 in a row.
Maybe people are like, we're not doing that. Like, I'm not driving all the way down to.
I don't think they were told that. I think that's the way it.
But I mean,
I
think maybe the history of the event might be such that they are having a hard time getting refs. It's possible.
Yeah, but yeah, the down officials were bad. Provisional officials.
Yeah, it's bad.
You know who's provisional, right? Anyone who goes to a class.
Oh yeah. No, I'm
like,
yeah.
You're like,
give me a couple of days. I'll be provisional.
No, my mom.
Can be provisional. Sure.
I want to go. Look, this is my mom. She knows nothing about volleyball.
She made
provisional official.
Yeah,
she's reffing this. Like, right. I mean, it's bad.
My cats are provisional.
It was bad. Well, one of them is.
Yeah, Ty didn't pass.
Yeah,
Riley did though. Riley did what he did well. He said meow.
Well, that's better than some of the refs. But yeah, pretty bad officiating. I mean,
he was just cleaning his paw and they thought he said touch, so he got me passed.
They didn't know what this call was.
Yeah. Or do the thing where your back leg scratches your chin.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the reffing thing was bad. The reffing thing was bad. The teams, competition was good. Some of the officials I felt genuinely bad for because you could tell that they were they were exhausted. And then, like I talked to one of the refs and he said he had 8 the day before and he has 4 in a row the second day and a 5-hour drive.
Yeah, that's good. That's helpful.
Like, I don't know if
it's helpful.
I think, hey, sorry, Steve, we're missing a bunch of officials, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to pay you double for doing the work.
Make sure we get, yeah. Well, they're supposed to, now if they do more, there's a certain amount of matches that if they do more than that, they get paid a little bit extra or something, I think. But
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
they're independent contractors. So
correct.
They're not.
Yeah,
I would union. There's no standardized pay.
I'd just be handing those fools cash at the end, going, "Thank you. I'm not going to tax you."
Or free McAllister sandwiches.
Yeah, I got some cards I can hook you up. Then, last part of my complaint is we're all out afterwards. There's a bunch of coaches out hanging out.
You and Chinua and Happy J.
Yeah, me, Chinua, Happy J, Jefferson. LJ, the crew. Anyway, we're out there and we get an email. Everybody gets an email that says, "Coaches, please be sure to check your ref assignments tonight and again tomorrow morning. There may be changes."
Well, yeah, you got to change it because we forgot to schedule it.
What? The middle of the night, like 10 o'clock. Like, what if you're asleep and you go to bed because you've been done it?
Because you're not a ranger like you guys, like you young bucks.
Yeah,
out there living it up, painting the town red.
Yeah, talking to those guys, Jack and Jim and Julio and all those fellas.
Yeah, those guys are.
But yeah, but why send an email? I just I don't know. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, it is.
It's just bizarre.
It's very bizarre.
So yeah,
bizarre.
There's a lot of chit chat about that, and just everybody was
how bizarre.
Such a good song.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that experience did not go well. I'm glad to see your team did well. I thought, from what I saw, looks like a couple of Premier teams played well in spite of some injuries and other stuff.
Yeah, 4 teams played well despite vomit.
Gross.
Yeah, one kid was like, "Yeah, I don't feel."
Oh, I thought you were talking about Robert.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was, and so they had to make the libero had to play outside, and they did well. I mean, they lost in 3.
Nice.
They lost in 3, played well. You know, just not having the consistency on the outside is that's just what's hurting them right now.
But hey, it's still being competitive.
Oh my gosh, that they are being tested.
Good for them.
Yeah, the minute they get any kind of reprieve from somebody else to help alleviate, watch out, everybody. I think they're gonna come out.
Good
I
for
think
them.
they're gonna do well.
Good for them.
And then Jay's team did well. You know, they had a great weekend a couple weeks ago, and so as with any kind of team, there's going to be the highs and lows, and
sure.
I think this was a low. Hopefully, they learn from it.
Right.
I heard a great quote the other day that said, "Win or learn, never lose." So hopefully, that's what they're doing.
Good quote, yeah.
Hopefully, that's what they're doing. And then the 18s did well on day 2. Day 1, they're still kind of trying to figure out how everything's going, but the 18s age group is so just.
Well, they've got regionals in 2 weeks.
Parity, yeah.
I mean, it's like, hi.
Yeah.
Welcome to go check our video on that.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So they
schedule.
I know people were asking about that too. How are we having regionals before
the last qualifier?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of regions do that. Our region doesn't, so it's definitely odd. But it's because that's when Lone Star decided to schedule it. That's what they had to do.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah. But yeah. I mean, on the tour, there's a lot of grumbling going on that rumors. Whatever they are, that people want to do this, do that,
Yeah. But, rumors about the tour. I thought you were about to get into something else.
No, just about the tour, just about how if the NCAA goes into moving first, contact to February,
right? What happens then?
Yeah. If the tour qualifier is huge on its, selling point is recruiting, and no colleges can talk, view, see anything until mid-February. That's after 2 stops.
Well, and I think that it's important to note here that volleyball, one of the major changes in club volleyball, especially in our region, is that nothing's going to be the same from year to year.
Right.
We're seeing things change. Well, now everybody's like, oh, Triple Crown is – well, now Triple Crown's going to move to Kansas City.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to be like, oh, wait a minute, what? I mean, don't expect there to be any kind of multiple-year consistency. Contracts with convention centers – Alamo Dome, for instance.
Yeah.
NCAA rules, tryout rules, locations of big events. All these things are fluid and are consistently fluid, and more so now than ever.
Right.
I mean, it used to be we knew when the festival was. You knew when Vegas was. These were huge events that everybody went to. Our region followed suit. These are our bid events. Even those now are moving dates.
Right.
We added a 4th one. We used to know when now tryouts have changed. Tryouts are changing again.
Yeah.
An email went out to the club directors about a policy that might be voted on pretty soon. As soon as it's voted on and passed, we're going to talk about it here.
Yep.
So, yeah, just note that things are going to be fluid. And next year it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
What all changes. That's fascinating. So,
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
For sure. Just once. Can we find a way to know the words of the song?
No, we can't.
It's such a good song.
No, it's not. If it was good, you'd remember the words.
I don't know the words. I know. Just once. And what's the other one? Oh. What's the other 80s love that was like super, super popular? Phil Collins.
I can feel it coming.
No, that's such a good song.
I think we're alone now.
That's Tiffany.
Is it? I thought that was Phil Collins. Is it the one where he holds up the boombox from Say Anything? Is that the one?
I think so. I'm trying to visualize that.
And he's got a brown trench coat on, super creepy.
Yeah.
He's standing outside in a boombox waiting for a cop to come by with a restraining order because that doesn't work in real life and no one should ever do it.
I think so.
Okay. Boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Oh, it's still that one?
God, that song is so good.
It is good, though. Is it Thriller?
No. It goes... God.
Everything.
Oh, it's Against All Odds.
Oh, okay.
Do you know that song?
I don't.
is a chance I've got to take. Now take a look at me now.
Oh, I do
you know that
part.
song.
I know that part.
Because there's just an empty space.
Yeah, it's good.
That song is so
It's
good.
so good. That and that AC/DC love ballad is my favorite.
Oh yeah, Rockabye Baby, AC/DC. What?
That's not. Those aren't ballads. Those are lullabies.
The way they do it.
Rockabye. Anyway, that's our trip down the '80s music lane. We should do a this year and music or something. Let all you young whippersnappers that watch 1x2 get caught up on what real music sounds like.
Well, on our trip down,
oh, you exposed Chino to some good stuff?
Chino was like, do you know 80's? Chino.
Do you know 80's? Do you know who you're talking to?
Chino, how many did I get right?
How many? 30 out of how many? Out of how many? So all of them?
100%.
Jeff's a music savant. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Well, not only good music.
Yeah, only music that's worth listening to.
Because then he was like, you know the 90's? And I was like,
only music that's good, worth listening to, and then also country, some country, which is neither of the first two
some
things.
country, yeah.
Which is neither good nor worth
But
listening
90's, yeah, it's like they all sound the same.
to. No, 90's was good, dude.
The good stuff was,
Yeah,
but
the good
everything
stuff was
else
so
sounds
good.
the same.
Yeah, that's true. So
How do
good
you know
right now.
who? Nickelback or...
Well, hold on, Close. I mean, if you're going to talk about, Verve, Third Eye Blind, Sister Hazel, that group, all kind of,
Yeah,
But
and
like,
then put
Nickelback in that.
but like
I mean, Nickelback and Creed and those guys had their own kind of subsect of
they all sounded
stereotypical rock. I guess.
But the following couple of years where it was like, who's that stupid band Jay likes?
Oh, the
Fallout
Boy.
That whatever genre,
Smiley
whatever
J.
year that was, every
Yeah,
single band,
I
and they're all
guess.
whiny.
But like Live and Blink 182 and all,
See,
but also the 90s had a lot. There was a lot of
the 90s, yeah,
obviously grunge, obviously Nirvana, obviously all that stuff. But
yeah. But if you go 90s,
hip hop in the 90s. I mean, the birth of Eminem, the East Coast West Coast rivalries.
yeah,
That was all late 80s, early 90s. NWA. Well, the end of NWA.
Yeah.
The rise of
there was
Death Row.
only one Tupac. It's all that matters.
Well, Tupac was 90s though, bro. Just
I know.
saying.
But yeah, that other stuff was garbage.
Every listen, I'll give you this. The late 2000s.
Say it ain't so. I will not. Come on.
That's bad. The
That was a grown man singing.
Green Day was good though. They were kind of like that.
No. Green Day was a little bit more.
Plus, Boys to Men, like R&B was better back then for sure.
Oh, R&B was. Well, now R&B doesn't even exist.
So
anymore.
bad. Hip hop's bad too now. It's all terrible.
I don't know. Some of it's
We're
pretty
so
good.
old. No, it's not. You're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
What's that song? I like. There was a song I was listening to on the radio.
Oh, this ought to be good.
J. Cole. It's the one with the "Fool Me Once." What's that song called? You know? Yeah, that's a good song.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And
there you have it, folks.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some tryout stuff. We're gonna talk about the spectacular when all the bid events are done. We're gonna talk about we're gonna preview some qualifiers.
Yeah. 18s regionals will be the same weekend as spectacular.
So, yep, 18 regionals is coming up. Lone Star 18s is right after that.
No one from our region has qualified for nationals except for TAV 18s.
No one has had an opportunity to qualify for nationals except for the 18-year-old division. But is that what you mean? You mean in the 18s?
Just period, yeah.
Well,
so there,
nobody else can yet, but okay.
I know. But if we had a list, it would just have one.
It would have
name on
one?
it.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Did someone else qualify?
No, ABC didn't. Oh, no, you're right.
Image.
Maybe Image. Oh, Image did qualify. Yep.
Yeah. So Image was first.
Image was first.
And then
There'll be
TAV.
more. We'll get one or two in at Lone Star, and then our regionals will have 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then there might be an at-large here or there. So I bet we end up with 8-ish, which
Yeah.
is about consistent with what it was last year.
Yeah. Oh, but speaking of parody, what? Did someone say parody?
It's not parody like a parrot, not PARROTTY. Like that's really.
How do you know?
It's PARODY.
Let's
meaning balance.
Steve, who do you think won? Who won the 12s tour of Texas? Real quick.
I have not looked at the results.
I know. Who do you think? Top 3.
Top 3. I'm staring at your screen, so I'm going to cheat. But
San Antonio Extreme,
Yeah,
Tornadoes,
Lone Star teams.
Austin Juniors,
Yeah.
Alamo, Awesome Performance, Magic, and then Image.
Then Image is the best 12s in the region. Okay.
13.
Well, for the tour. I don't know.
TAV,
TAV. Good
Skyline, Mad Frog,
job. Oh, that's all us.
Alamo,
Usual suspects.
Pistols,
Okay.
Houston Skyline, Excel.
Okay.
14s.
Houston Juniors, TAV Skyline Group.
Mad Frog,
Mad
Lone
Frog,
Star.
of course, yeah.
Mad Frog, Lone Star, Skyline,
Lone Star. Oh, yeah, okay.
Austin, Skyline,
Yep.
TAV Black,
I mean, he did have that bad reffing group.
Excel, Image, Attack, Pistols.
Okay.
So 14s was North Texas loaded.
Sure.
15s, TAV Black,
Sure.
Alamo,
LJ, shout out.
Mad Frog, Houston Juniors, Houston Skyline, Magic, Skyline, Excel, AVA, Image. 5 and 5. 16s.
My team's lost to the 2 of those teams in 3, by the way.
We'll see right there. Houston Skyline wins the 16s division.
Okay.
Excel,
Sounds good.
TAV Black, Houston Juniors, Austin Juniors, Skyline, Alamo, Tejas, Magic, Corpus Christi Force, and then
Your point's about regions here.
The next is but it's not. There's not. No one has
dominated. Right.
17s.
Skyline,
TAV,
Houston Juniors,
us, Houston Skyline, Houston Skyline,
Image.
Excel, Magic, TAV Houston, then Image.
Ooh, that's surprising.
Image got beat by Excel.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Then TAV Blue, Mad Frog.
TAV Blue, Summit's in there somewhere.
Summit's at 13.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the 18s.
Yep.
Magic, Tornadoes, Drive Nation.
Sure. Who's coming on strong at the end of the season. Shout out
AVA,
Stevie.
Austin Juniors, Alamo,
Yep.
TAV, Houston Skyline.
Yep.
Mad Frog, Image, Excel, Houston, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and then North Dallas, North Texas. So the 18s is not. We're getting our butt beat by the Lone Star region.
Well, that age group has always been bad in our region. I mean, as far as like compared to other regions, it's always been a weak age group for us.
So yeah, but look at Drive Nation.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, parity.
Stupid.
I mean, years ago it was.
Oh no,
TAV Skyline, Mad
dominate.
Frog,
Sure.
dominate. There's a couple.
Well, and I can make the case that years and years and years ago, it was TAV Skyline dominate the region, and then the bid events happened where the good teams started playing the not as good teams, and the not as good teams went, oh, we got to up our game. Well, that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
We used to dominate the tour. Now the Lone Star is like, oh, we got to up our game. Like, I mean, I think a rising tide floats all boats. You know what I'm saying? Like, Victory, Excel, and Slam all share a gym for 5 years.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. Slam's better, Excel's better, Victory's better. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a very real and demonstrable theory that if you got good teams playing good teams, and that's why I think the bid events were such a great idea for our region.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're welcome.
I'm fixing to.
But
yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
That is
it
interesting.
wasn't,
No. That's a good
like
point.
the kids are walking around with their medals, and I'm like, who are you? Like, I didn't,
Right. I don't recognize that jersey right
I
away.
mean, TAV is usually the front load.
Sure.
Like them getting beat at 17
Well, yeah,
is huge.
and it's a big difference between
Interesting.
not only not winning, but some being out of medal, like not even in the top 3
Yeah.
in certain age groups. So,
Yeah.
but you know what?
interesting.
Good for volleyball. Good for parity. I think parity is good. I think parity was good for the NFL. I think parity is a good thing. I don't think. I mean, there are people that disagree with me. Obviously, it's a big sports debate.
Yeah.
Do we want the 49ers of the 80s or the Cowboys of the early 90s, or do we want or the Patriots of recently, or do we want a league where anybody can win in a year? Like, what's more entertaining? I mean, as for us,
What's more entertaining? Chicago Bears Super Bowl shuffle.
Dude, this is 80s music? Yeah, it's Pandora, 80s channel. Well, skip to the next song, man. We're trying to get psyched to destroy evil. We need better 80s music than that.
You might want to go back and rewatch that.
It's a Super Bowl shuffle.
It's not as entertaining as you think.
Jim McMahon.
Yeah, so anyway, we're going to be getting to all of that in upcoming episodes. It's getting qualifier season, folks, so now's the time to make sure you like and subscribe Win by 2 so you can keep up to date with all the changes and all the reports and all the data and all the rumors. Speaking of rumors, I'm here. Hi.
Did you get a meal?
No, I did not because I have to cook for myself because I was never any of the things you've heard. So don't believe everything you hear.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
Volley World.
Don't believe the hype.
Yeah, there was no.
Don't believe the hype.
No one's been visited by any law enforcement people.
No, Chino was visited by aliens once.
That's true. Oh, and I guess I did.
Is he an alien?
I did have the post office. That's not law enforcement. It's a government aid worker, though. That's the most recent government worker I've dealt with. Has been my post worker.
I got pulled over twice by the same cop for speeding.
See, so that's maybe you're who they're talking about because it's definitely not me.
I got off with warnings both times.
That's because you cried. Anytime a man cries to a cop, he's gonna get off.
Well, he cried too. We shared an emotional
Did
bond.
you? That makes sense.
Such a great guy. Shout out, Officer Brown. You're my boy, Brown.
No, you're not. Give him a ticket next time. He should be speeding. That's twice. Third time, you're out. Until then, we're going to be back with the next riveting segment of Win by 2. But until then, stay frosty. We'll see you guys later. Later.
Don't be cringy.